Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step guide on how to make sardine bread. This recipe guarantees you the most delicious sardine bread you have ever tasted. It is fail-proof, easy to follow, and this particular video will just disperse all of the fears you have of making bread at home. Okay, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Joy Eto. I am a Nigerian food content creator, blogger, influencer, mom of 3. Let's get into this recipe, guys. You're going to grab a large bowl, and into that we're adding half cup of warm milk, and next we go in with 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast. I'm also going to add 1 egg to this. A full list of the ingredients and their measurement is going to be in the description box, so do check that out. Give this a good mix till everything is well combined. Okay, this might take you a few minutes, and once it is combined you can stop whisking. You can allow this to sit for a few minutes to allow your yeast to proof if you are not sure of your yeast, but I am completely sure of mine. So I went ahead to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and into that I am adding 1 large tablespoon of butter. Okay, using a fork I'm going to mix all of this together till it begins to form a dough, and then I will go in with my clean hands. Emphasis on clean hands, you guys, don't come for me. Once my dough begins to come together, I will go in with my hands and then just begin to mix all of this to make sure that every flour and all of the ingredients comes together nicely. You want a very soft dough, but you do not want it to be sticky at any point. If your dough is sticky, then it needs a little bit more flour, but endeavor to add it in bits, just so that you do not add so much flour and your bread turns out to be very hard. So add it in bits, okay? But if it is hard, you can add few tablespoons of warm milk at intervals till you get a desired consistency. As you can see, I am kneading this with my hands still in the bowl, and it is not sticking to my hands at all. I'm going to transfer this onto my work surface, dot some flour onto this, and begin to knead with my hand for at least 10 minutes till I get a smooth and elastic dough. Now, if you have a stand mixer, you can completely do this in your stand mixer, but if you do not have any of those fancy gadgets, nothing should stop you from making this recipe. You can do this by hand. Okay, making bread tends to be daunting to a lot of people, but trust me, once you get the hang of it, you realize that it is not a big deal, and that is where this video is important, and that's why you should watch this video till the end. Once your dough is smooth and elastic, roll it into a ball and then just drop it in your bowl, okay, and cover and allow this to proof and rise in a warm place in your kitchen for at least 45 minutes to 1 hour till it doubles in size. Now I'm going to be using 1 carton sardine for this. You can use 2, you can use as many as you want. And the first thing I'm doing is separating the oil from the sardines. I'm going to strain out the oil, but I am not pouring it away. I'll set it aside and you'll see what we do with it later. Once I've taken out the oil, I go ahead and open the sardines and transfer them into a bowl. Once they are transferred into a bowl, I'm going to take a fork and gently mash them. I do not want them completely mashed. I want to have little bits of chunks in there, so when I bite into my bread, I bite into a chunk of sardines. Once I have that mashed, I'm just going to set it aside, and by this time our dough is raising. I'm going to punch out the excess air and then transfer this dough onto my work surface one more time. Make sure that it is floured so that your dough does not stick to your work surface. I'm just going to cut this dough into 2. We're making 1 large loaf. Okay, you can make it into rolls if that is what you like. Cut it into 2, and I'm going to roll it out. Make sure you do not roll too thin. You're just going to roll out enough for you to be able to form it into a log. Once I have it rolled out completely and looking like this, I will go ahead and add my sardines. If you're still watching up until this time, definitely you're enjoying this video and learning a thing or two. Do make sure you subscribe to my channel and be a part of this family. Also, like this video, give it a thumbs up so more people can get to see it, and that is another way to encourage me to keep posting more videos. Once I have set my sardines onto the dough, I'm just going to shift that aside and repeat the same process with the second dough. Now, you can completely roll out the entire dough as one, but I chose to do it this way just to have layers to my bread when it is done baking. Once I add my sardines onto the second dough, I'm just going to place the first one onto the second one and then roll them onto a log. If you've ever had fear of making bread, I believe by watching this video, that fear is gone, because you can see how easy it is to actually make bread. You can make this as a simple bread and not even add the sardines to it at all, and it is going to come out perfectly. Once I roll my dough into a log, I'm going to fold in the edges like you see me doing in this video, because I do not want them to open up whilst they are baking. Okay, I'm going to fold and then roll tightly till everything is nice, and I will transfer this onto my baking dish. I am using a glass baking dish that I have already rubbed with some butter to ensure that my bread comes out once it is baked. Once I add my dough, I am going to cover and allow this to sit in a one place for at least 30 minutes to double in size again. Onto the remnants of the sardines, I'm going to crack in one egg and add some of that sardine oil. Give this a good mix, and this is going to act as our egg wash onto our bread once it is risen. Yes, this gives it a lot of that sardine flavor and it is absolutely delicious. Now that my bread dough is risen a second time, I brush with the egg, sardine and sardine oil mixture, bake in a preheated oven for 30 minutes, and this is what you have. You can allow your bread to brown further if you like it that way, but this is just perfect for me. And you can see how easily it came out from my baking dish. You guys, this sardine bread is so soft, it is so delicious. Everybody is going to love it, and trust me, this is a recipe that you should save and try over and over and over again. If you enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comment section. Also drop suggestions of bread recipes you would love me to share with you. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to drop your comments, make sure to like, make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure to check all the boxes. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.